So what we've got here is a little demonstration just to look at the idea, the physics idea, that light travels in straight lines and can't bend. Now, first step, I'm just going to light the candle. And the next step is to introduce the equipment. So we've obviously got a candle, and that's just sitting on a wooden block. That's just a tile. We'll see where that comes in a minute. That's sitting on a wooden block. The only reason they're sitting on those wooden blocks is to raise them up a little bit for the camera in a minute when I move it. The other bits of equipment are the inside of a pen. I'll show you what that's for soon. And these are just bits of wooden block. And they're just chunks of wood, but they've got a hole drilled out in the middle. Okay, so you've got 4 bits of wood, they're all the same, they've just got a hole drilled out in the middle. If I hold the wooden block up to the camera, so up to the light, you can see the candle light coming through the hole there, a bit hot, coming through the hole, see it on the other side. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of the blocks and put it there. I'm also going to manoeuvre the camera, hold on. Ooh. Nearly there. There we go. Manoeuvre the camera so that you can see the candle on the other side of it. And there you go. So you can see the candle through the hole in the piece of wood. Now if I take one of the other blocks and put it so the holes are lined up, you can see the candlelight through the 2 holes. But if I move the block over to one side, as soon as there's no overlap, you can see that the light does not get through the holes. And what this shows is that idea that light travels in straight lines and it doesn't bend to get through both holes. Okay, so holes lined up, light gets through because it's travelling as a straight line, and holes not lined up, light doesn't get through. And if I put the other 2 blocks on as well, the light is definitely not getting through. So we can't see the light rays getting through. A way to see this, if I just manoeuvre the camera again, is using a diagram, just focus it, here. And what you can see is this effect. So you've got the 4 blocks and you've got the hole drilled out in the middle of them. You've got the candle light, and here's a ray of light coming off the candle, going through the hole, and it's arriving here. And at this point it's hitting the wood, it's not getting through this hole. And that means the light ray stops there. So the eye's over here, the light ray goes in a straight line, hits the wood, it gets absorbed by the wood, and it doesn't get any further. So no light reaches the eye. What we're going to do next is line the holes up, and as you can see in this diagram, if you line the holes up, the light ray is going to get through the first hole, the second, third and fourth, and hopefully reach the eye. And this sort of demonstration just helps reinforce that idea that light travels in straight lines. It can't sort of bend to get around these gaps or anything. It must be all lined up. So we put the camera, that I hold it up like this just for now. What I'm going to do with the bit of an inside of a pen here is I'm going to put it through all the holes as a way of lining them up. So that should be all the holes lined up. Remove the pen, put the candle back. I bring this down to level with the hole, just focus it there. Ooh, do a bit better than that, a little bit higher, there we go. If I bring the candle back, there you go, you can just see the candle through those holes. So that demonstrates the idea that light travels in straight lines. All the holes must be lined up so that the straight light rays can get through, and if the holes aren't lined up, light does not get through. So lined up, light rays get through, not lined up, they don't get through.